Jason Heat alongside Captain Decapitate, and this is Victory Championship Wrestling's Give Me Victory or Give Me Death, our summer spectacular. How you doing off the boat, Captain D?
I just got in from Florida, and I had to come to a McEachern about wherever we're at in West Virginia.
We're coming to you from McMecken, West Virginia.
That's it.
We always do, bringing you some of the best professional wrestling in the tri-state area. And it is tag team season here at Victory Championship Wrestling. That's because tag titles are on the way. Making their way to the ring right now, it's the Wise Guys of Brutal, Tommy Irish, and the main man, Gino, DeCapo, alongside Ripper Blackheart. We've seen these three before, and they really seem to embody some of your sadistic spirit, Captain
Yes, they
D.
do, man. They would make great pirates. I may recruit them. Can you imagine those three on board the ship? Wow.
I'm pretty sure if they board your ship, somebody soon will be sleeping with the fishes.
Oh, I'm sure. It might be you, Jason. It could be you.
I don't go on open water.
Look at that. This show is so hot, Jason. We set the fire alarm off.
And their opponents, being accompanied in the ring by Rad Rex from Coolsville, USA. Weighing in tonight at 5,120 ounces of Braden energy drink. All that, Braden Elliott, Megan Jake Wily, that are the Red Boyz.
Rad Rex is in the house. Party dinosaur, and we're going it down. Yeah. I'm very happy.
Can you control yourself a little bit?
Nope.
These guys irritate me. Look at that, out here in their pink and blue, and run a freaking dinosaur out with them? What is going on? This is professional wrestling.
And professional wrestling is always best when served with a side of the Jurassic. That's what I've always said. Coming to you from Coolsville, USA, one of the most popular tag teams in VCW. It's Bangin' Jake Wily and all that Braden Elliott. I wanted to make him Braden Wily, and that's just a mix of their two names, and that wouldn't be appropriate for anyone.
No. I'd like to know, in what scenario did you happen to say that about mixing Jurassic in with something?
I think there is a lot of history of dinosaurs in professional wrestling. If you go back to the old, before the Ice Ages, the dinosaur wrestling federations, they used to wrestle. You heard of, mud wrestling, there was tarpon wrestling, high stakes matches, those carpet wrestling.
That would have been a match to see a Tyrannosaurus Rex and
a Brontosaurus, a Stegosaurus.
Yeah. Oh, can you imagine that?
The brawl before time.
How big would that ring have had to have been?
Absolutely massive. And equally massive, or maybe just a little less, but still pretty massive, are the Wise Guys. These two have the weight, the strength. It's going to be hard for the Rad Boyz to lift either of these two off the ground. They're going to have to go up to the top and strike hard and strike fast. Good thing that's their offense.
These are guys you call the Turtles.
They have in the past been dressed as Ninja Turtles. Today, they are more representing their Nickelodeon heritage. One might say they are all that. You might ask, are you afraid of the Wise Guys? And they would say, no. These two are trying to go from rug rats to grown men here in VCW. As really, right now, it's really been a popularity contest more than a wrestling match.
Did you just call them Rugrats?
The match is officially started. The mind games are over and the physicality has begun. Both members of both teams currently engaged in combat. For the Rad Boys, it's Jake Wily with the blonde hair. All that Braden Elliott as the brunette. Tommy Irish in the white shirts. And Gino DeCapo in the charcoal? Purple? It's hard to tell, to be honest.
I think it's purple.
This is a rematch. We've seen these teams compete before, and the Rad Boys won. The Wise guys have not stopped busting their chops, talking about how they deserve a rematch, and now they have one. You know, for as often as they requested this rematch, they're spending a lot of time avoiding the match outside right now, Captain D.
It's strategy. They're trying to get the Ninja Turtles upset.
I would say they should put their money where their mouth is, and I've heard the family has a lot of money, though they'll get even more if they get their share of the winner's purse with a victory, as right now, the Rad Boys really playing hard to get. Oh, never mind!
I guess you're going to have to eat your words on that.
Thankfully, everything I make is tasty.
He was eating something there after that. Oh, man.
Right now, Bang and Jake Wily is eating some ham bones. Just some big old soup bones to the face, courtesy of the made man, Gino DeCapo, slicing up some meat at the butcher shop on his chest.
Here we go again. Listen, don't say anything. Listen.
Heard that all the way on the boat.
I could feel that.
Made man.
That made my timbers shiver.
Cousins with brutal Tommy Irish, Tommy the Heavy. And look at this. Bang and Jake Wily using all the energy drink in his system to try and turn the tide of battle. Cover! And shoulder up by Bang and Jake Wily of the Rad Boys.
That looked like 3 for me.
I will buy you glasses once I get paid. Big sidewalk slam, followed by the senton. That's the power advantage we were talking about. There's a reason they call him Brutal Tommy Irish. You're seeing it displayed right now. You got to be tough to wear suspenders in 2022. You know what I mean?
No, you got to. Well, yeah. You got to be tough. I don't think you ever see the Ninja Turtles wearing suspenders.
No, I think you're right. It is unlikely to see the Rad Boys wearing suspenders. Fighting from underneath is Bang and Jake Wily.
I tell you, if he doesn't get a tag soon, it's over. It's over.
I agree. They are wearing down Jake Wily so effectively. Wise guys have had a lot of time to think about what they want to do to these Rad Boys. They were very embarrassed, one might say even shamed by their loss. You don't take losses that family and live to tell the tale. Certainly not very often.
They're lucky they're back. I think they had a real conversation with the boss, and this might be their last try.
We're in the process of, sorry. Cover, leg hooked, and still a shoulder up by Jake Wily, who's showing incredible resiliency in the face of a massive beating.
I was told after the last beating that their boss man wanted to know their shoe sizes for some concrete sneakers or something. If they lost again.
I never want to see that particular shoemaker. They are accompanied right now by the evil genius of professional wrestling, Ripper Blackheart, who you see is earning his keep right now.
He is a real genius.
If cheating is a skill set, he's got all the tools in the box, that's for sure.
We don't, people like us, we don't cheat. We take advantage of the situation.
Speaking of which, impressive double team combination.
That's it.
You can't teach being family. And finally, it seems like Brutal Tommy Irish, his temper's getting the better of him. Braden Elliott making himself a target, and in the process, he's opened the door.
He just cost his team the match right there. His temper. His temper.
You don't see tempers on displays from both sides. These two do not, I should say these four, do not like each other. Flapjack as Bang and Jake Wily went flying headfirst into the canvas. Braden Elliott is begging for a tag, for a turn of momentum, wants to change the tide of battle, and the splash, no one was in the pool.
Oh!
Braden Elliott going apoplectic on the apron. It's not enough. Breaks free. All that Braden Elliott is in the ring. Welcome to All That Braden Elliott's Modern Wrestling. That was a Rocco's Modern Life reference for those of you in Gen Z. No references needed to understand this offense. Elliott out of control.
What was that?
That is the Cowabunga Kid. That is one half of the craze of every age. The Nickelodeon Young Bucks, the Rad Boyz. And they were doing what they do best. High impact offense fueled off of Surge. Frog Splash. Elbow drop! Pinfall! Wait a second! What is Ripper Blackheart doing? That should be an immediate disqualification.
I think he saw something happen in the ring he didn't like. He was just trying to get the refs' attention.
And it's called a disqualification. That's against the rules, Captain D. You know it.
No.
Tag made.
No. Oh!
Beautiful dive. Knocks Tommy Irish to the floor. That leaves Bang and Jake Wily back in the ring. Wait a second. What did Ripper Blackheart just do?
I didn't see anything.
Someone needs to buy you a prescription. And I'm pretty sure the wise guys can now afford to do so. They just got the winner's purse.
The winners of the match, the wise guys.
This is some Michigas.
No, all I saw was a great win there. Yes, way to go, guys.
Well, the evil genius of professional wrestling earning his keep. I hope he gets a bonus. Looks like the wise guys are going to avoid the concrete slippers for another week. And now it's 1-1 between the wise guys and the Rad Boyz, Captain D.
I guess we're going to see a third match somewhere down the line. Actually, I think the Ninja Turtles ought to just retire.
As we build momentum towards our eventual tag team titles, both of these teams are neck and neck to be the top of the tag team food chain. Wait a second, no, you can't, Rad Rex is taking it to the wise guys, Dino Power. Well, that was fantastic.
Cheating.
He's not cheating, the match is
not
over.
He's not even.
That's called Dino Justice where I'm from.
Introducing first, representing the combination from Black Falls, Montana, weighing in at 305 pounds, he is Satan Survivor, Philip Archer.
Making his debut match, but not his first appearance, is Philip Archer, 1/3 of the culmination alongside Remy LeVay and Gory.
And he looks mad.
And his opponent, from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 240 pounds, you wanted the best. You got the best. This is Izzy Lambert.
Izzy Lambert has been caught in a rivalry with Remy LeVay. They teamed with each other on our very first event, at which point Remy LeVay turned on Izzy Lambert and has been stalking Lambert like a jilted ex ever since. At this point, Izzy Lambert just wants to be done and move on, and he's stuck playing the same song. And now the culmination, Remy's running buddies have run their way into Victory Championship Wrestling as we see Philip Archer look to take the pain to Izzy Lambert.
And I think he will. This Izzy Lambert is another guy that irritates me.
What is it about him that rubs you the wrong way?
I don't know. He needs to just do a three-way tag team match with the Ninja Turtles. They don't fit the way they dance around.
Yes, they understand what having fun means. I understand that is a difficult concept for you to grasp, but we're going to work on it. We're going to work on it, buddy. No worries. As Izzy Lambert wants to move on to bigger and better things. He sees himself as the star of the show.
I don't know. His haircut reminds me of Billy Ray Cyrus. You remember Billy Ray Cyrus, don't you?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Yeah. You're right either way.
We see Philip Archer here, the heavy of the culmination, here to do the culmination's dirty work. He is in many ways the heavy of the culmination, a strong style, a very bruising style, and rampant disrespect being shown to Izzy Lambert. Headlock applied by Lambert. Physically, these two are pretty evenly matched. They're trying to test who's got the better strength, the better balance. This is really going to come down to power versus center of gravity. Who do you have in this fight?
I don't know. Let's just get to professional wrestling instead of bumper cars. There.
Hip toss by Izzy Lambert, getting one up on Philip Archer. Philip Archer, remember that group of outcasts known as the Culmination, a group of lost souls looking to infect and spread, and they've managed to find their way here into Victory Championship Wrestling. I'm really hoping Izzy Lambert can cut this infection off right at the source.
I doubt one man's going to be able to do that.
Perhaps a doctor. There's a joke about infections. Didn't land.
Nope. Over my head.
Philip Archer is known for feeding off people's fears. You have to wonder what it is that Izzy Lambert is most afraid of. And I would say probably irrelevancy. Lambert, a very good professional wrestler, but wants to be the star of the show. Just slammed into the barricade. You know that if Lambert is injured and can't perform, can't compete, can't be in the spotlight, that might be the thing Lambert is most afraid of.
Well, you know what? You said he lives off of people's fears. No, I think he lives off of people's cheers.
Well, that's Lambert lives off of people's cheers. Archer lives off of people's fears.
Oh, okay. I got it. That makes sense now. Okay.
And right now, Archer knocking Lambert down to earth, trying to take him straight to hell. Back, cover, only two. Lambert likes to say that he is the stadium show. It doesn't matter what arena he is in. He is playing it full tilt. And right now, he's not going to be playing much of anything as he's getting the life choked out of him by Philip Archer.
Is that Ozzy Lambert?
Izzy Lambert.
Izzy. His brother's Ozzy.
I would see why you would be worried about the comparison if you were, brothers with Ozzy. Might feel caught in someone's shadow. That's the thing. Izzy Lambert, truly, I I think would have preferred to be in one of our World Heavyweight Championship qualifying matches tonight that are happening to determine our first VCW Heavyweight Championship. And instead, because of this feud with Remy LeVay and the culmination, Izzy Lambert is battling Philip Archer. Another back cover.
He's got to put an end. He either has to put an end to this, or they're going to put an end to him eventually.
I 100% agree.
I just have a question. I wonder if Izzy is his real name. What parents would name their kid Izzy?
One's on a lot of grog. I'm not sure.
Maybe the mother misunderstood. The father was saying, "Izzy mine?" or not. And the mother goes, "That's a good name."
Izzy Lambert, whose parentage is not in question, is really taking it to Philip Archer. I just want to be clear. We have no reason to believe that there is any questions about Izzy's parentage, but a lot about his health right now, as Philip Archer almost decapitated Izzy Lambert.
You just had to get decapitated in there, didn't you? You figure out a time every show to get decapitated in there. Just to irk me, right?
No, I figured you get paid royalties every time someone says it. If
you
not,
have to put-
you're not a shrewd businessman as
You
I
have
thought.
to put Captain in front of it before I get.
I thought it was Captain Crunch.
I can't believe you stooped that low.
I can certainly believe that Philip Archer will stoop as low as possible. When you're named Satan's survivor, you certainly have no bottom to the depths you're willing to go, which is why it's sort of a surprise to see Philip Archer muscle Izzy Lambert to the top rope. High-risk territory that may not have paid off. Izzy Lambert, we said, feeding off the crowd, trying to get them into a beautiful blockbuster neck breaker. Has he defeated Archer? Just barely. Archer survives. Only two.
Yes, and I do want to apologize to Izzy's parents. That was all just in parody, all in fun. I don't know his parents, so I don't want them coming after me. I'm sure you're great folks, but naming your son Izzy, come on.
Izzy Lambert now fully in control of this match. As Philip Archer, maybe not as threatening without two other members of the culmination here. We do not see Gory or Remy LeVay. That doesn't mean they won't show up. Look at that bulldog into a DDT. I thought that was it.
The door is open over there. They could show up at any point here.
We've certainly seen that security is very lax sometimes here at Victory Championship Wrestling.
They let you in, so they must be.
I was about to say it's the only time I appreciate sitting next to a man with a sword, but now I don't like you again.
Okay, thank you. I was hoping it wouldn't take that long to get you back to that point, but
Big right just knocks Lambert to the ground, and Archer taking a moment to catch his breath. These are two big dudes. You do have to imagine at this point it might come down to whose cardio is better as we get deep in this contest. And the question is, if Lambert is able to put Archer away, does this finally end it? Is he finally done with the culmination, or does he have to make his way through all of them? Twisted Easter! The Twisted Easter spins Philip Archer right round, baby, right round.
The winner of the match, Izzy Lambert.
Like a record, baby, right round, stay down.
what was that called? The Twisted Gizzard?
The Twisted Easter.
Twisted.
Izzy Lambert with a huge win against a member of the culmination. Is he finally going to be able to move on to the next gig?
He could, but you never know. But Cleveland, Ohio's favorite son won.
The Rock and Roller partying with the McMecken faithful.
Don't shake my hand, man. Don't come over. No, don't come over here.
Fantastic victory, and we'll have to see if the culmination returns for revenge.
Presenting the Deplorables from Memphis, Tennessee, weighing 220 pounds. No good, Nathan Aulridge.
Get used to hearing that music. It will not be the last time tonight we hear it as 3/4 of the Deplorables have made their way to the ring.
And the Giant. Look at that Giant walking around the ring right now. Wow, what a big guy.
The man that Captain D is referring to is not Nathan Aulridge in the ring or Patrick Hayes on the outside in the beautiful denim. It is Jake Ely, the Thunderbird, a giant in his mind and a leprechaun in real life.
I bet you wouldn't say that to his face. As big as what he is.
His opponent, from Roswell, New Mexico, weighing at 215 pounds, Johnny Blast.
We're awaiting the opponent.
Again from Roswell, New Mexico, 215 pounds, Johnny Blast.
Johnny Blast doesn't appear to be coming. Not seeing Johnny Blast here at all. We're counting out. This seems like a huge opportunity for Johnny Blast.
You would think.
You wouldn't want to miss it. This was actually going to be the first match.
Of course, would you show up if 3 of the Deplorables were in the ring?
It'd be tough. This was going to be the first qualifier for the World Heavyweight Championship tournament. And it does seem like Johnny Blast has been disqualified or forfeited.
As a result of a forfeit, your winner, moving on to the VCW match.
Well, don't you say nothing, man. If you West Virginia trash can keep the noise down, the Deplorables have something to say. I know we're all wondering. I know that you're all wondering what that fire alarm was going off for. Well, it's because the Deplorables have been on fire since we came here. Not to mention this outfit, I mean, come on.
He does
You
look
work
exquisite.
hard, you get yourself a job, then maybe some of you trash can afford to look this damn good. I know the Deplorables might look a little light tonight because my best friend, my life partner, Wilma Whitlock, has got some business to take care of overseas. But we all know.
Hayes, I need you to shut your mouth. Everybody here is tired of listening to you talk. But in everything that happened this week, I knew I forgot something. You see, I knew that Johnny Blast wasn't going to make it tonight. Johnny Blast, 30-year veteran. But, I did find a replacement. So Nathan, you're going to get to wrestle tonight. Don't worry. with Coastal Championship Wrestling in Florida. So Nathan, your opponent tonight, he is the boss, Big English.
Oh, wow.
I've heard of this guy.
I have too. He's an impressive competitor. This is a big find by Commissioner Nick West.
And he's a Florida boy.
As we see the bus, Big English, making his debut from Coastal Championship Wrestling. This is his first appearance here in Victory Championship Wrestling. Wow. And I actually have just gotten word from the back that not only is this his debut here in Victory Championship Wrestling, this will be the first time the Big Bus's grandchildren will ever see him wrestle.
Oh, that is cool.
This is a huge moment for him, not only getting to perform, getting to compete in front of his family for the first time, but also walking into a new promotion with an opportunity to advance in our World Heavyweight Championship tournament, and there is no way that the Deplorables could have been ready for this.
No, how do you get ready for it, even if you know he's going to be your opponent?
Look at the size on that bus!
Wow.
Heard sometimes getting slammed is like getting run over by a bus. Today, that's going to be literal.
I think we're going to see it. Yeah. Wow. I mean, I'm a deplorables guy, but
tonight we can call Nathan Aulridge Regina George because he's going to get hit by a bus.
I like this bus guy.
And we are officially underway with the first of 3 qualifiers for our World Heavyweight Championship tournament as Nathan Aulridge immediately escaping from Big English.
And did I hear this guy is actually from England?
I believe so.
Sussex, I think I heard.
Making his way from England to Florida. The one thing I've always heard about the bus Big English is he likes to stand up to bullies. He says you got to work hard and achieve. There are no bigger bullies in VCW than the Deplorables. Nathan Aulridge first among equals when it comes to being a real POS.
Well, you know what makes him even bigger? If he's the bus and he's from England, they have double-deckers over there.
He absolutely looks like a double-decker bus.
He's a double-decker bus.
You are correct.
That is a big guy. And he looks mean, too.
A big man with a big opportunity here in Victory Championship Wrestling. If you're the Deplorables, you got to be pretty pissed. They have been planning, and plotting to get their hands on gold since the very first event of VCW. They have 2 opportunities tonight to move forward. Nathan Aulridge is in a qualifier, and so is Jake Ely, your favorite wrestler.
Well, you know, if they were smart, they'd switch out here and put the giant Jake in against... Jake would probably match up size to size with the bus.
I think it would be to Bus's great advantage if they put Jake Ely in. So right now, this is probably the most evenly matched combination of deplorable against opponent they could have, especially given that Wilbur Whitlock, the de facto leader of the Deplorables, is actually suspended due to the brutal attacks on Andrew Pallas and Zeke Mercer on Father's Day that left both men in the hospital, and Zeke Mercer unclear if and when he'll ever be able to return to VCW.
Hey, let me tell you, I am suspended right now from another promotion, and I know what that's like. If I want to go back to that promotion, if he wants to come back tonight, he'll come back. You know what these suspensions mean? Nothing.
Here in VCW, they mean a lot. We've got great officials, and right now, we have an amazing new challenge in the ring. Look at the power of the bus!
Oh!
Wheels on the bus may go round and round, but gravity only brings you down, down, down.
And I hate to say it, but he did come down. He did come down.
This is a battle of two veterans. Both these two men, 9+ years in the business. No fear by the big bus, and a meeting of the minds between the deplorables, between the two of them. Maybe they've got two brain cells.
Now watch this, watch Jake. Look at this, two giant, look at this. Oh.
I'd say Jake Ely just got cut down to size, but he started chopped down.
When I saw him side by side, there is a little bit of a size difference there. I didn't think it was that much. Maybe an inch.
Big English. The bus is just so impressive, doing great work. Desperation on the face of Nathan Aulridge, who has been waiting and planning for this moment.
Now watch Jake. Look at this. Look at Jake. Look at Jake. Get him, Jake. Get him.
And now Patrick Hayes, both along with Jake Ely, choking the life out of the bus, trying to break the transmission.
The bus is running out of fuel. It's hot in here.
Trying to make the bus spring a leak. It's no good. Nathan Aulridge using the ring, the architecture to his advantage. And this is the thing. It is a 3-on-1 advantage no matter how big the bus is.
Get him, Jake. What a professional wrestler right there.
You cannot look in all directions at once. Big English is still only one man, and what is happening? Patrick Hayes just grabbing Bus by the pants.
He was adjusting his pants were about ready to fall down, and this is a family show, so he was just adjusting to it.
Patrick Hayes, absolutely despicable in addition to being deplorable, even if Hayes is very stylish. I gotta call it like I see it, and I see a very attractive man.
You said that, I did.
Absolutely. No shame in Patrick Hayes' game, especially when it comes to style, but a lot of shame in the whole deplorables game when it comes to professional wrestling.
There. That was a good size comparison. Did you see that?
He was up on the second rope.
Jake
was
was
up on the second rope.
head taller than the bus.
This entire match has been 3-on-1, constantly distracting our referee, constantly Aulridge taking advantage. If the deplorables win this match, it will not necessarily be a surprise, but it will be a travesty.
Hey, if the bus is so big, he ought to be able to take on all three guys.
That is not true. That's not how this works. I will say these three have experience going up against much larger opponents. They have been a thorn in the side of the Beastman, probably the only competitor comparable in stature to the bus here in VCW, so they have a game plan to go up against someone like this. You can see that game plan is very effective. Illegal, but effective.
Whoa. That was kind of like ding, 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 bus girls. No, that's a train car.
Aulridge wishes he was stuck in traffic at this point. And what is Ely doing? Yet again, these two proving the difference makers on the outside as Big Bus was going for the bus stop, but Patrick Hayes moved Aulridge out of the way. No good deeds. And Nathan Aulridge will go unpunished yet again as the deplorables.
I guess the bus wasn't so big, was he? Man.
Nathan Aulridge.
Nathan Aulridge is moving on in the tournament to crown the first ever VCW heavyweight champion. Like I said, it's not surprising, but that doesn't mean it's acceptable. And there's the possibility after tonight that we're going to have two of these deplorables moving on. Absolutely disgusting.
Cowpoke Pete. Paul.
Introducing first, from High Rock, Wyoming, weighing in at 165 pounds, Cowpoke Paul!
The Yeehaw Kid himself, Cowpoke Paul, making his way down to the ring for our second qualifying match in the VCW Heavyweight Championship Tournament. This is our newest official roster member.
I was mistaken there. I thought that was his brother, Cowpoke Pete.
Nope, this is Cowpoke Paul coming off a huge win in a battle royal that secured him a full-time roster spot here at VCW. What an incredible opportunity for Cowpoke Paul. First match as a member of the roster to get a potential shot at the brand new VCW championship.
Wasn't that a little questionable how he won that?
No, it wasn't.
I think it was.
Patrick Hayes cheated, and then Cowpoke Paul won.
His opponent, he hails from deepest, darkest West Virginia, weighing in at 507 pounds, the Stone Age Savage Beastman!
Cowpoke Paul may be used to wrangling cattle. We're about to see if the Cowpoke can wrangle a beast. That is a question to be answered.
You always get googly-eyed every time Beastman comes out.
I'm impressed when I see talent. Hey, listen, I like Cowpoke Paul. I think Cowpoke Paul is a heck of a talent. I think Cowpoke Paul deserves the opportunity. How much of an opportunity is it to go up against Beastman? That feels like a punishment.
He's got two chances of winning tonight. Slim and none.
Anything can happen in professional wrestling. If anyone can wrangle the beast, it may well be the Cowpoke Paul. But boy, what a tough draw for the Cowpoke Kid.
Watch this. You know how Cowpokes are with lariats? Watch this.
No one has had to fight harder to try and get this championship than Beastman. In our very first event, it was Beastman against Patrick Hayes. They were picked via lottery. It was supposed to be for the title, and the deplorables formed by distracting the ref, beating down Beastman, starting a war that has gone to this day.
That's all we hear out here is Beastman, Beastman, Beastman. If he's so tough, why isn't he champion right now?
Because the deplorables interrupted the match and disqualified.
Excuse me.
You can question a lot about a lot of people, but you cannot question Beastman's toughness. He's trying to swing that bone at the Cowpoke.
He should be disqualified before the match even starts. Get that weapon out of the ring. Oh, listen to the crowd now. Husk, husk, husk. Watch this.
And now, Cowpoke trying to lasso Beastman.
He almost had him.
Rope versus bone. We're going to see how this plays out. This match is officially underway. We've got some leniency going on as Cowpoke Paul finally roped Beastman. Congrats, buddy. You certainly succeeded. And there's consequences to every action.
It was. Was that a clothesline or a rope line?
That is certainly Beastman with a lasso, so I've now seen everything.
Wait a minute, you can't have a weapon in a match? Come on.
Turnabout is fair play. As we see Cowpoke Paul rocking Beastman. You know, that skull of Beastman is as solid as the bone the Beast carries around with him as Cowpoke Paul going flying. You will believe a Podna can fly.
I wonder how he came up with the name Beastman. I don't understand how he got that name.
I don't think it was given to him, much like Superman. I mean, I should say he didn't come up with it, much like Superman. I think some intrepid reporter found Beastman wandering deepest, darkest West Virginia and named this phenomenon the Beastman.
Well, I hear, this is only rumors, but I hear Beastman and Mothman are like this. They're friends.
I believe it. Beastman certainly not friends with the Cowpoke. The size discrepancy is immense. The power unmatched in terms of Beastman versus Cowpoke Paul. But Beastman still human. That ring post still solid steel, and when it comes down to it, steel is gonna trump bone every single time.
I just have one question. Is he human or not?
Beastman?
Yeah. I'm Gary's still out on that. I'm not sure he's human.
That's a fair point. I think we might be about to find out if Beastman is able to withstand these crushing blows to what could be an injured arm. Maybe Beastman is superhuman, or maybe he's just human enough for Cowpoke Paul to rope up a victory here in one of the biggest upsets in Victory Championship Wrestling history.
Come on, Paul, stay on it.
Beastman alone today. Not that Beastman doesn't fight his own battles, but his allies against the deplorables, Andrew Palace and Zeke Mercer, both on the shelf at this point. Impeccable strategy by Cowpoke Paul, really working that left arm, that injury to the Beastman.
That's a long way down. Oh!
Big slam.
Wow.
From Beast to Cowboy. Beastman wants this title so badly. Beastman wants to be the representative of his hometown, McMecken, West Virginia, knocking Cowpoke Paul up over the ropes. And I know you said earlier that the forecast for Cowpoke Paul was slim to none, but I do think with the game plan Paul has chosen and the injury, it has been lifted to unlikely but a definite chance.
That sounds like a weather forecast to me. It doesn't sound like a wrestling prediction.
That was the bit.
Oh, see, I hate this when they encourage the crowd to get involved. I hate this. What?
I think it shows that if you attend Victory Championship Wrestling in person, you are going to get your money's worth. You too can slap a Paul.
Well, I tell you, if I was out here managing at this place and a fan touched me, that'd be it. They'd be in McMecken jail.
McMecken.
They'd be in jail.
Cowpoke Paul. Wait a second. Jake Ely was underneath the ring. The deplorables fighting away. Wait a second. It's been a count out. Jake Ely distracted. Jake Ely distracted the Beastman. And there's a count out. Jake Ely. What? Cowpoke Paul has done the impossible and beat Beastman. It's now a 3-on-1. Cowpoke Paul. Somehow Paul has done it.
Look at this.
Paul, are you going to do anything about this beatdown?
Paul, go over and help him. Come on.
It is a 3-on-1 beatdown. The deplorables have found a second way, a second time to screw over Beastman. Our very first event, they beat down Beastman, and now we're seeing it again.
That just shows you Beastman has no friends in the locker room.
Beastman's friends are in the hospital because of the deplorables. Beastman has friends, and being Beastman's friend has landed 2 men in the medical facility. Patrick Hayes may have just broken Beastman's arm with that chair right to the steel post, and finally security is coming out.
No, the commissioner, he's really going to help. Watch this. Watch this.
The damage
He'll
has
get
already
in
been
the middle.
done.
Oh, no. Beastman's bone has been broken.
I mean, in more ways than one, I think. His arm bone and the bone that he brings to the ring.
I think that giant Jake did it.
Jake Ely, absolutely the reason for this insane upset in our tournament. Jake Ely grabbed Beastman and forced the count out. Patrick Hayes.
What a move, Jake. What a move. You fooled everybody, Jake.
Beastman.
You fooled everybody, Jake.
I don't think Beastman's moving. I don't know how you get Beastman out of here. How many people it will take to lift Beastman? As we've now seen Nathan Aulridge and Cowpoke Paul move on in our tournament to crown the very first Victory Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Champion.
When is that going to be
Guys, we're
crowned?
going to take a brief intermission here. This is the four quarters qualifying match. Introducing first, from Akron, Ohio, weighing 175 pounds, the Thunderbird, Jake Ely.
To my mind, we've already seen way too much of Jake Ely.
There's a lot to see there. What did he say, 375 pounds? Wow.
Jake Ely responsible for Beastman losing Beastman's opportunity at the very prize Ely now gets to fight for moving forward in this championship tournament. How do you defend that?
No, Beastman is responsible for Beastman losing. I'm tired of this accusing somebody else. Beastman entered that match and Beastman lost.
Beastman entered that match. Jake Ely was hiding out under the ring. Grab Beastman.
I'm surprised.
Salyersville, Kentucky, weighing 311 pounds. Oh, not a dude. Crash Jaxon.
This is going to be an interesting match. This four-way qualifier. Very, very different styles, very different athletes on display, as we'll see the difference between Crash Jaxon and Jake Ely. Pretty self-evident.
I don't know. They're about the same size. If anything, I think Crash might have be a little bit in the size, might be a little small compared to Jake.
Whole lot of dude Crash Jaxon making his return, a former football player, a former power lifter, basically a lot of power in that frame, very capable of explosive offense as well.
But watch his speed from Jake. Plus he can hide out where you can't see him.
There may not be a more strategic competitor in this match than Jake Ely. Agreed with that.
Their next opponent, from San Juan, Puerto Rico, weighing in at 170 pounds, he is your chief, weighing in at 200 pounds, Damian Chambers!
The man who is very quickly becoming the heart and soul of Victory Championship Wrestling, Damian Chambers. My favorite to win it all in terms of this four-way.
Can't they stay in Ohio? Why do they have to come to West Virginia?
A hard-traveling hero is Damian Chambers, who we have seen be very successful in singles competition, defeating none other than Gory at Father's Day Throwdown. This is a very different situation for all four men. Got to have your head on a swivel. Very different strategy in a four-way than a one-on-one, Captain D.
It sure is. And when you know you got Jake across the, what are they thinking?
Tactically, it's not just about wearing your opponent down. It's about picking your spot. You need to know exactly when you have a prone opponent and a free ring. More than almost any other match kind, the four-way is all about timing. And Jake Ely not making friends to start the Thunderbird, a legend in his own mind. I mean, to be fair, Jake Ely has been very successful here in VCW so far, has every chance of winning this match. All four of these men do. If we're going to pick advantage points for each of them, I would have to say, wow! Oh! Strange bedfellows to start as Taino and Damian Chambers taking advantage of Jake Ely's antics. After everything that's happened so far, the deplorables have been banned from ringside as we see a handshake between Taino and Chambers. That's a singles match I'd love to see. Absolutely beautiful professional wrestling here by Chambers and El Taino. Wow. You see Jake Ely trying to pick his spot. Very evenly matched are Chambers and Taino. Ely just waiting to strike.
Look at the size of Jake. He just looks down on the other guys.
He's on the second rope. Now we see Ely was waiting, maybe didn't pick the right time or opponent. Damian Chambers chopping down your big old giant. He's not a giant.
Come on, ref. Get him off the rope. Come on.
Incredibly difficult to officiate a four-way, that's for sure. Ely with that wing snapper. Knocking Chambers into next week. Now El Taino gets in. Jake Ely.
What a move.
Beautifully taking advantage of Taino, and the Thunderbird flapping his wings. Trying to go for that kill switch. That Thunderstruck. As El Taino knocking both men off balance. Able to recover quicker. Taino able to flip with the best of them, but tries to use it far more tactically than your traditional luchador.
He is quick.
And here we see the big Bruiser crash. Jaxon, crowned head of the Hosses himself. You know, we've seen him in multi-man matches here in VCW before, so he may actually have the experience needed.
Come on, ref, he's pulling his hair.
Everyone wants a piece of the Thunderbird, that's for sure. Most unlikable man of the match by far, Jake Ely by a country mile.
I disagree with that, but that wouldn't be the first time.
We've already seen Nathan Aulridge of the Deplorables moving on, along with Cowpoke Paul, who will be the third person. Wow! The strength of Crash Jaxon. I've never seen anyone manhandle Damian Chambers like that, but look at the agility on display by Chambers. This is a match I didn't know I wanted until I got it.
That's wow. That's a big brute there. Here we go.
Chambers has an indomitable will and work ethic to be admired. He says you got to earn everything. He's certainly not shying away from a challenge against Crash Jaxon. Whoa! I'd say it's a battle of strength versus agility, but honestly, Jaxon has great agility as well. And here we see Ely maybe not doing the best job of picking his spot so far this match.
No, I'm disappointed in him. He's not going to win this match if he keeps that up.
To be fair, you can never count Ely out, nor Damian Chambers, who just managed to take out Jaxon and Ely at the same time. That's the kind of multi-tooled offense that's going to come in handy here in a fatal four-way. This is going to sound out disaster for these two on the outside as Damian Chambers ready to take flight. Tope Suicida.
What'd you say?
Tope Suicida by Damian Chambers, able to knock down the field, but El Taino has got Chambers in his sights, and I'm not sure that Chambers even knows Taino is back on his feet. This is that tactical strategy.
Oh, watch this. Whoa!
Huge.
Got all three.
Cannonball, spinning senton, as Taino now firmly in control of this contest.
That wasn't the same move as that last one. What was the name of that?
The Tope Suicida.
I'm going to order that next time I'm in a Taiwanese restaurant.
It's a Spanish word.
Okay, next time I'm in a tapas. You didn't think I knew tapas was Spanish.
I never assume you know anything. Damian Chambers now calling for his next move. Jake Ely just slipped on the outside. Jake Ely deserves everything he gets in this match. I think everyone in this match is well aware of the havoc that the Deplorables have wreaked all over VCW. As soon as they're done with Beastman, Palace, and Mercer, all the other members of the roster could be next. I don't imagine it's out of the question that the other members of this match want to take out Jake Ely before the Deplorables can get to them.
Well, I think Jake slipped on the water out there that El Tapas spit out when he came into the ring.
That is incredibly disrespectful. El Taino is an incredible competitor who deserves the name of Chief. As Jake Ely with a forehead smash there, and the Thunderbird bringing the lightning to the entire field.
The cream always rises to the top.
And sometimes it curdles.
Yeah, well, it's not going to curdle this time. Where are the rest of the Deplorables?
They have been banned from ringside. Thankfully, there will be no respite for Jake Ely, who now has to deal with the consequence of actions. He's raking the eyes of El Taino.
I think some paint got in his eyes, and he was trying to clean it up.
Yeah, how did that happen, you wonder? How did that paint get in his eyes, do you imagine?
No idea.
Now Damian Chambers coming in. Chambers says the world only makes sense if you force it to.
He got the pain out of his eyes. So maybe he didn't.
El Taino trying to take advantage of a momentarily distracted Damian Chambers. Cover! Great timing by El Taino. No one was in the ring, unfortunately. Damian Chambers still just has a little bit more left in the tank. But that's how you got to do it, right, Captain D?
That's exactly right. Take advantage when you see the guy at a disadvantage. Jump on it. Cheat if you have to, but jump on it.
They've done a great job of keeping Crash Jaxon out of the offense for the most part. His power is very, very dangerous. What is happening? The deplorables are not allowed at ringside. That doesn't mean they might not be up to some shenanigans.
Was that their music?
No, but we don't know what they could get up to or if they are trying to wreak havoc back there at our speaker position backstage. I'm going to try and get word as to what's going on, but in the meantime, Damian Chambers and Jake Ely have really been the thread that have tied into a knot in this match.
Jake. You didn't hear me.
Crash Jaxon looking for,
sorry.
I thought, a signature powerbomb.
Sorry, Jake. I tried to warn you. Now what's this? What's this?
Holy Lord!
What?
Step over blockbuster by Damian Chambers, followed by a brutal Death Valley driver from Jaxon to Ely. Only 2 men left alive in this match, and Jaxon may have evened the field for himself.
No winner. There's going to be no winner.
4 down, everybody's ball game. We've already seen a count out. Are we going to see another? Are we going to get a no contest? Someone's got to get to their feet first. They could be the winner of this match. We're already up to 8. Damian Chambers is on his feet. Jake Ely on his feet. The count stops. This is 1 fall to a finish. This is not elimination style. The first person to achieve a pinfall, submission, or knockout will be the winner.
And that will be Jake. Oh, look at it. Here we go.
He's never had a better chance. And Crash Jaxon right there. Oh, Lord. Ely just flattened on his neck. El Taino reverses into a head scissors takedown. Blockbuster style neck breaker, and now trying to push Jaxon out. I think Taino's got the right move. Of everyone you could pin in this match, Jaxon would be my last choice. He's got the most body mass. A Dark Knight!
That ref sure does count fast.
The winner of the VCW Heavyweight Championship qualifying match, Damian Chambers!
Damian Chambers put El Taino to sleep with a Dark Knight. As we see, when there's not a 3-on-1 advantage, it looks like it is a lot more difficult for Jake Ely to get a win. And what is happening right now?
Music is that?
Well, this would be the guiding light, Matthew Taylor.
Ladies and gentlemen, our savior, your guiding light, Matthew Taylor!
I don't know what's happening. We're supposed to be seeing Matthew Taylor in a match later this evening. What is Taylor doing here now with Jexy Black, his most devoted disciple? Letting Crash Jaxon pass. I wouldn't trust this guy as far as I could throw a building.
No, that's right. Watch out, Jake. Watch out, Jake.
Walking by Jake and El Taino. He's got his eyes set on one man, apparently.
That one.
That's what he just said. That one.
Ladies and gentlemen, your savior is here. Let me hear you. I know you missed me, and I missed you too, children. But it's okay. You can stop your tears. I'm here to love you again. But what I do want is you, Damian. everything complete here. Let's show everyone what love truly is. Take my hand, Damian. Join me. Love me.
The only thing worse than deal with the devil is a handshake with the guiding light.
You said you needed me. What exactly does that mean exactly?
I need you to show everyone here with me what love truly is, child. So take my hand and we'll rule this place together.
You should take his hand.
You should run like the wind.
No.
Certainly not what Taylor was hoping to hear.
Should have taken that deal.
Taylor looks like he's very surprised by this course of events, and honestly, very disappointed. And it's a smart strategy if you're looking to win over McMecken, West Virginia, and Victory Championship Wrestling. If you were able to bring the heart and soul of VCW to your cause, that's going to win some hearts and minds. But Damian Chambers wants no part of this weird cult.
Yeah, well, look at the people of McMecken. None of these people would take a sweet deal like that either.
Matthew Taylor has been gaining an influence here in McMecken, but there's still plenty of us who know a snake oil salesman when we see one. I happen to be sitting next to one myself.
I resemble that remark.
And you look good doing it.
That was a compliment, wasn't it? You gave me a compliment.
In its own way.
Yeah, thank you. Whoa.
Matthew Taylor has laid out Damian Chambers.
I think he slipped.
Only the devil would say, pleased to meet you. Hope you guessed my name. I'm pretty sure here in McMecken, West Virginia, the devil's name is Matthew Taylor, and he goes by the guiding light.
I still think he just slipped.
The Bruiser,
Warhorse is making their debut in Victory Championship Wrestling, and that means only one thing. We're going to have tag team titles soon. These two are belt collectors, and as soon as they even heard that championship gold was coming to McMecken, West Virginia, they booked the first train here. First class, no less.
And they're going to take them back to the Midwest, where civilization's at instead of West Virginia.
These two are big, fast, and violent. A team for almost 4 years. Crosshairs Kelly in the black and orange. Pat the Bruiser in all his glory. And on paper, this upcoming match is a heck of a mismatch, and I'll explain the story in a moment.
Their opponents. First, from Lima, Ohio, weighing in at 150 pounds, he is the man with the plan, Will the Thrill. His tag team partner from 7 Mile, Detroit, Michigan, weighing 205 pounds, Colton Quinn. They are Planet Thrill.
So let's lay this out exactly as it is, because it is quite the situation, Captain D.
You don't have to, just look at them.
Well, Warhorse has been a team for 4 years. Warhorse has won tag titles all across the Midwest. They are one of the most dominant tag teams on the scene. Do you know when Planet Thrill started tagging?
At 1 o'clock today.
You are not far off. It was honestly closer to closer to noon, I think. About an hour before that. They met today.
Well, what can I say? They both made a bad choice.
VCW office really thinks the world of these two young men and thought they would be better together, separate than apart, in order to make their way onto the VCW roster. Will the Thrill, in the hat and the green and red, is teaming for the very first time with his new tag team partner. Colton Quinn, in the black and blue and white. Tag team partners is such an intimate relationship. You have to work to get to know each other. You got to develop chemistry. These two are being thrown into the fire. Crazier things have happened, but wow, can you imagine in your first match as a team going up against Warhorse?
I think I've said it before. They got 2 chances of winning.
Yeah. Well, we've heard it. Slim and none, right?
Slim and none.
I'm going to give them a little more credit. I think underdog stories can happen, but boy, they're going to have to work hard to write it. As in the ring right now, we got Will the Thrill starting out with Crosshairs Kelly, who's putting Will right in his crosshairs, that's for sure. Oh, boy.
Fairy tale endings happen in fairy tales. This isn't fairy tale. This is professional wrestling.
Crosshair Kelly just threw Will the Thrill halfway across the ring. I was backstage. I asked Will the Thrill, first time I'm meeting you, what do I need to know about you? What can I tell people about you? Will's response was just, I'm that dude.
I'm that dude, and I make bad choices in tag team partners.
Will the Thrill hitchhiked here. Literally.
I can't believe that.
Will the Thrill just, he was like, I got to book it. I'll catch a ride.
He's not going to have to hitchhike home because he's going to get a free ride to the Wheeling Hospital so he can say hi to Beastman and his broken bones.
Colton Quinn got knocked off. Still learning the rhythm of his tag team partner as Kelly, with the size and the strength advantage, look almost maneuvering Will around like a child. But Will doing a great job holding on. This is the very first time any of us are visiting Planet Thrill. That includes Will the Thrill and Colton Quinn.
The ref is almost bigger than either one of those guys.
It's not a problem. These two very, very, very gifted technical wrestlers, not the size of the dog, the size of the heart in the dog. But you shouldn't also fight dogs. That's very bad and illegal. Just fight people. They have consent.
Well, unless the dog fight is a pit bull against a chihuahua, then that's not fair.
No, you still shouldn't fight dogs. That's the moral of the story. Colton Quinn getting tagged in for the very first time as we're seeing what Planet Thrill will be like. Is this going to be a very short story, or is this going to be the beginning of a new tag team dynasty? You are going to find out, same as us, today, tomorrow, and over the course of VCW.
Were you really serious there? Tag team dynasty?
If anything is possible, you never know what it's like when never know what it's like when you see someone in their rookie year.
In fairy tales, not in Mecklenburg.
Maybe this is the miracle in McMecken. Maybe Warhorse will fall to Planet Thrill, and we will celebrate the beginning of this team. But right now, Crosshairs Kelly may do well to tag Pat the Bruiser, who we still have not even seen in this match yet. You have to wonder if Warhorse is potentially underestimating their opponents right now.
Yeah, I'd like to make comments to your comments, but some of them are just so
insightful.
I don't know what. I know your job is to build up all the wrestlers in the ring, but sometimes you have to be honest about a situation.
I'm saying right now, it's an incredibly difficult situation for Planet Thrill. They're going to have to do everything perfect, but it's always possible. And so far, they've done a great job cutting off the ring. We haven't even seen Pat the Bruiser enter this match. And no matter how good a tag team you are, it only works if you're able to tag. Colton Quinn going for the cover, and this time a 2 count instead of a 1 count. You're watching the health meter go down on Crosshairs Kelly.
Now all that went out the window, didn't it?
Yes, it did. Total reset as Pat the Bruiser is coming in, and now we're going to see Warhorse at their most powerful as a unit. Colton Quinn has been very honest with me in telling me that he's still trying to find his way in professional wrestling, trying to still figure out who he is. A very young man with a lot of potential. Potential, unfortunately, doesn't win matches. It might get you into a good match, but it doesn't win it.
Again, needs to make a better choice when it comes to tag partners. Jake would have been a great choice.
The Thrill getting an opportunity to rest a bit on the outside. Nope. No, he's not.
Nope. That's out the window.
I feel bad. I feel like I just sold Will the Thrill out, to be honest.
I think you did.
I feel responsible
Can
personally.
they hear us in the ring? I think they can.
Dominating performance by Warhorse. Just the name is imposing. Can you imagine you get to the building and you see, oh, who are you going up against tonight? I don't know. Is it the Rad Boys? That sounds fine. Is it this? Oh, Warhorse.
Well, that's out the window. These guys didn't even get to the building knowing that. Can you imagine hooking up as a tag team 4 hours ago? And who we up against? Warhorse. What? But we're Bill the Thrill.
Will the Thrill, they're Planet Thrill, and we gotta admire the fact that they didn't run away. They came to this fight. They came to play. Win, lose, or draw, Planet Thrill is doing what they need to do. They're getting on the card. And if it was as a tag team, well, by gosh, there are a ton of guys in the back that want to be in that ring, and they're not.
Well, I disagree with you on that again. It's more like win, lose, or draw.
Crosshairs Kelly trying to win this match. Just giving a good scolding to Will the Thrill, saying, don't you dare think about trying to interfere.
That's called Wrestling 101 there.
Crowd starting to get behind Colton, giving him a Colton chant in the Goldberg style as Pat the Bruiser reminds me a lot of a wrestler like Killian Dane in terms of body mass and style. And that's a dangerous prospect for someone to go up against. Nerve hold applied. It's going to take mistakes on the part of Warhorse for Planet Thrill to get back in this. How likely do you think it is for Warhorse to make a mistake?
I've said it before. Do I have to say it again?
It is your job, yes.
Slim and none. How many championships have these guys had? You think they make a lot of mistakes?
They don't have to make a lot. They just have to make one. They sat down on the chances of Colton Quinn and Will the Thrill putting his life in his hands. And there we go. Crosshairs Kelly promised him if he interfered, he'd regret it. He's regretting it.
But then again, you say they've had a lot of championships. It's kind of like Ric Flair. He's won 16 championships. You know how many he's lost?
16.
16.
And possibly a few in Rio de Janeiro.
Might have. He might have lost the IOWA championship down there at one time. You don't know about that championship.
Warhorse setting the pace right now. They are forcing Planet Thrill to wrestle their match. I mean, this is a trial by fire. This is a learning opportunity. I guess this is what it means to pay your dues in McMecken, West Virginia.
I bet you Will the Pill wishes he wouldn't have hitchhiked here.
Will the Thrill came in with a Saved by the Bell backpack, and he is now my second favorite wrestler to the Rad Boys.
After the Ninja Turtle guy.
That's absolutely right. I am a 90s kid, and I will support all of my favorite 90s style professional wrestlers.
I just lost all respect for Feel the Thrill. If he came in with a what?
Saved by the Bell backpack. Zach Morris, AC Slater. I wish that Will the Thrill would love to call a timeout right now. Unfortunately, that doesn't work in wrestling or real life.
And he's not going to get saved by the bell tonight.
Tornado DDT called for. He called his shot and he hit it. Colton Quinn's got to get Will the Thrill in the ring. He didn't hitchhike to McMecken, West Virginia to sit on the sidelines. He came to do some wrestling.
Okay, we're going to find out now. Here we go.
And Will the Thrill is taking it to Crosshairs Kelly. Crosshairs has been in Will's face this whole match. Turns out, this is what happens when you piss off the Thrill. Beautiful Owen Hart-esque back spinning heel kick. He may have it. Simply two, for a first time tagging, how impressive are Planet Thrill? This is their first time.
They're okay.
For you, that's actually a really big compliment.
On a scale of 1 to 10, they're probably pushing 3.7, 3.8. So they're okay.
I think they are doing wonderfully, and they're only going to get better. Imagine if we do have the miracle in McMecken, as Will the Thrill showing he has a lot of tricks in the tank. Thrill perching on the top rope. Look at that.
Whoa.
Just rides Kelly down. There's a reason.
But he got thrown off just like he was riding a bull there. Did you see that?
Absolutely. You can only stay on for so long, especially when you're going up against the best of the Midwest. A championship caliber team. Warhorse has made their way. Wait a second.
Watch.
And that's the kind of tag team experience that comes from working so many matches.
Oh!
That was a gnarly kick.
Oh!
I believe they call that heavy traffic. Colton Quinn making the save.
I didn't think he was going to do that.
The toughness on these kids, the very beginnings of their career, knowing they may not get another opportunity like this, they gotta make this team work. Oh no. Haas toss coming up. Haas toss coming up. And Colton again with the save. Planet Thrill trying to steal it. Doubles.
What was that?
It was a miracle! It was a miracle! It happened!
That was cheating!
The winners of the match, Colton Quinn, Will the Thrill, Planet Thrill!
The miracle in McMecken! They met today at noon! They were a tag team at 1! They won the match right now! And they became roadkill right after. Good Lord.
I can't believe when my guys do that, they're cheating. When your guys do it, it's a miracle.
What? These two men met today. They've gotten their first win as a team, and now they're going to trauma bond as they are getting their asses beaten by Warhorse, who are pissed off.
I would be too. Where's that bell coming from?
Warhorse came here expecting easy pickings, and instead their hubris cost them. They're still an incredible team, but it only takes 3 seconds to lose.
And 2 guys on top of it.
Will the Thrill just got rolled like dice, and it came up snake eyes. Now Colton Quinn. This is not the victory party.
That's right, people. Shut up.
Planet Thrill wanted Hoss.
Oh!
Toss.
Where's that bell coming from? Shut that bell up.
That's the move.
They're getting their dues now for cheating.
That's the move they were going for when they're trying to win, as our referee finally making their way out. I mean, I want to wish Planet Thrill congratulations, but it's a mixed bag, I think. But they did win.
How can you congratulate them when they cheated to win?
They won their debut match. They met today, became a tag team, and became winners. And they can use their share of the winner's purse to pay for their doctor bills. Oh, wait a second. Warhorse isn't finished. This is not. Stop it. This is wrong. These are sore losers. Oh, no. Forget their winner's purse. Planet Thrill needs hazard pay. You lost the match.
You cheat, you pay.
This should have been an incredible day in the lives of these two young men who did the impossible, Will the Thrill and Colton Quinn, and instead, I think you're right. I think they're joining Beastman in the hospital.
2 pounds, the guiding light, Matthew Taylor.
Matthew Taylor is finally making his debut. We've heard a lot from this guy on the mic, and now we're about to see what he can bring in the ring.
Oh, wait till you see him in the ring.
I am waiting.
That's why I told you Damian should have taken his offer.
We're going to see very few people on this roster make me feel as uneasy as Matthew Taylor does.
Just trying to spread the word, man. Just trying to spread the word.
Jexy Black, his most devoted, fanatical follower. One might say she stands Matthew Taylor.
She scares me.
That's totally valid.
She looks like one of the Manson girls.
She would knife you in your sleep if Matthew Taylor told her to.
She would what in my sleep?
Knife you, gut you like a fish.
I don't doubt that.
From Backstreet, USA, weighing in this afternoon at a time of fun, no shame,
Jimmy Shane has been on a roll. This may be his biggest test, though. An ideological battle just as much as it is a wrestling match, Captain D.
It is.
Matthew Taylor represents oppressive purity, and Jimmy Shane a radical acceptance.
Not a good draw for Matthew, his first time out here.
It's a tough challenge.
Yes.
Jimmy Shane's been on a roll. You don't have to like him. I know you don't, but we got to acknowledge he's been on a roll.
Oh, he has. You know, this is probably one match I'm not sure I like either one of them. That Matthew Taylor, he's got that strange, like I said, she looks like a Manson girl. So what does that make him?
I think I know exactly what you're getting at, and I worry about the same thing. Let's use our language very carefully.
Look at that smile. That's right, because they can buy this broadcast, I think.
I think it's very fair to say Matthew Taylor is a cult-like leader, allegedly. Let's make sure I stay on the side of the law there. Who has moved into McMecken for reasons unknown and has gained tremendous influence in a very short time.
And I wonder how many other women he has, like Squeaky over there.
I have been told, genuinely by some sources, who had to remain anonymous for their own safety, that Matthew Taylor's followers number far more than you would expect, and his reach is far larger than you think. I don't have the exact numbers. I'm not going to pretend.
I'm not saying anything against the man. Let's see time here.
Matthew Taylor, let's just say he has a lot of money and he doesn't do a lot of work. You know what I mean? He's got a lot of patrons. He's got a lot of people that may have been taken in. And he has been targeting Jimmy Shane.
I don't know. I'd say take it in if I was you.
Playing mind games. Matthew Taylor may be the most effective mind game player on the roster. We're about to see what he's like in the ring. I don't know. I do a lot of research, Captain D. I genuinely do. I try and do a lot of research.
Oh, you do.
I know nothing about Matthew Taylor in the ring. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what we're going to see. That means Jimmy Shane doesn't either.
We don't even know if he can wrestle, do we?
Well, if he can't, he is.
Well, he may just get in there and say, oh, now we're going to find out.
Look at him. He hasn't even changed. He's still wearing his shirt. I think those are jeans.
Well, I guess we're not going to find out quite yet.
Jimmy Shane, the hits that just don't miss, with wriggling hips here to pick up chicks. And Matthew Taylor has singled out Jimmy Shane as what's wrong, what's impure about McMecken, West Virginia.
Oh, there's a lot that's impure about McMecken. Any place that's near Mount Kilpiss is.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Captain D. I want to hear what you're saying, but I'm just if Matthew Taylor doesn't get in the ring soon, he's going to get counted out. We've already seen that happen once today.
Well, look, I think he's gonna do some preaching.
I think he's doing some reflecting. He's certainly doing a lot of stalling, that's for sure.
That's what I'm saying. Do we even know this guy can wrestle?
We don't know anything. I mean,
he might just be here to get disciples.
Well, we saw earlier he tried to recruit Damian Chambers. I was wondering if he was trying to recruit Jimmy Shane, but it doesn't seem like that's the case. He was very clear in recruiting Damian Chambers. I think he's trying to make an example out of Jimmy Shane because Jimmy Shane is so positive. I mean, listen, Jimmy Shane's a ladies' man. Jimmy Shane is very free, that all body types are welcome. Free love, baby, and real love, not whatever kind of weird, metaphorical cult-like religious love that Matthew Taylor is peddling. I don't believe for a second Matthew Taylor believes in God. I think Matthew Taylor thinks he is God.
Oh, I agree. I think Matthew Taylor believes in Matthew Taylor. That's it.
I know that Jaxon Black believes that Matthew Taylor is transcendent. And right now, Jimmy Shane just going crazy. He wants to get his hands on Taylor so bad. He's been worked into a tizzy. And finally, Jimmy Shane not letting Taylor escape. We're about to see, can Taylor bring it when it comes to physicality?
Well, he can fly. We just found that out.
He certainly can get some height.
He can.
Big assist to Jimmy Shane. Wearing the jersey showing he can really put up the assists. Matthew Taylor just being bounced around.
And he can eat turnbuckles.
Jimmy Shane, so impressive. Wait, what? There's a gentleman who's just walked out to the ring. I don't know. But he's grabbed a seat. What? He just pulled Matthew Taylor out of the way.
Is he a disciple of...
I can only assume. He certainly has some kind of relationship. He certainly seems to be buying what he's selling. That was a beautiful drop kick by Matthew Taylor. Rolling Shane over. Not enough. We're finally going to see what Taylor brings to the table. I try not to talk to Matthew Taylor, but the one thing he did tell me was that he wants to help people atone through violence. Now he is choking the life out of No Shane, Jimmy Shane.
I still don't know who that guy is at ringside.
He's already made his presence
He
felt.
just walked in here with his own chair and sat down.
That's what I'm saying.
Where's security?
I agree.
Look at that. Look at that. They're standing over here just going on.
It's a huge problem. It's a problem we're going to have to address. The security issue here in Victory Championship Wrestling is maybe the one flaw in our game as a company. The talent, the officiating, but the security is
He's
lax.
over talking to the security, isn't he? Come on.
Well, I don't know who Matthew Taylor has paid off. Certainly not the official, as he is being given 5 seconds, otherwise he'll be disqualified.
He might have paid off security.
I was about to say, Taylor's been passing around money.
Would he give you money?
No, but I've heard money is being floated around here. There's a reason things are happening for this guy that don't happen to other members of the roster. I believe it.
Matthew.
Yes.
Over here. Bring some money over here.
Sunset flip by Jimmy Shane. 2 count only, but Jimmy Shane just does things you would not expect from a man his size. So agile.
Look, he's over there talking to security. What? And they're laughing. They're like...
Focusing right now on Matthew Taylor. It's our first time seeing him in the ring. What are your thoughts? What's your analysis as a manager of champions? What are you seeing from Matthew Taylor?
I'm seeing dollar signs. Matthew, I'm over here. You pay me off. I'll be your biggest fan commentator.
Well, if Captain D is a fan of Matthew Taylor next show, you'll know exactly what happened. As Matthew Taylor is trying to soak in some love and not really being greeted with the adulation Taylor has come to expect. Jexy Black says Matthew Taylor is transcendent. And now Jexy Black interfering as well.
I think she was just checking on him, see if he was okay. I've done that before at matches. And people take pictures and go, look, you're choking the guy. And I go, no. I'm just asking him if I'm giving him a hug.
Sure, and H.H. Holmes wanted to make sure people had a good night's sleep. Sure, absolutely.
Yes, he did. Whoa.
Jimmy Shane turning things around. Really bringing it to Matthew Taylor. And how embarrassing would it be for Matthew Taylor after all this talk to lose in his debut at VCW? Jimmy Shane, one of the hottest properties in VCW right now. If you're going to make an impact quick, what an impressive target Taylor has picked. Matthew Taylor trying to force a submission out of Jimmy Shane.
I'm just amazed that security let somebody walk in and hang around the ring like that without they're talking to him, laughing with him. What?
I'm telling you, I think you figured out the story. I think you have picked up on something rotten in McMecken as Jimmy Shane really trying to grind one out here. That's the thing about Jimmy Shane. He's here to have fun, but can still get it
Did you
done.
see that move?
Cat-like agility by Matthew Taylor. The presence and caught in midair. Follow-away slam. I really thought that Matthew Taylor had him. I don't know how much of this is also in the ring head games by Matthew Taylor.
Did you see that move? He almost twisted up the corner.
The only way to say it is that Matthew Taylor stalks his opponent like a big cat. Like the big cats of the Sahara, he is stalking Jimmy Shane. Double axe handle by Jimmy Shane may put away Matthew Taylor. Finally shut his mouth.
Not enough to get Matthew. The more and more I see, the more I'm liking Matthew. Matthew, I'm behind you. Whatever you're peddling,
whatever you're selling, you're buying.
I'll buy in. I'll buy in.
Seems to be. Wait a second. Jexy Black going in, and I'm not sure exactly what's happening right now. I know Jexy Black is distracting the referee. Just got admonished by Matthew Taylor.
What is a referee?
Taylor may have just been hoisted by his own petard there, got distracted with his follower, and almost paid for it. Someone needs to get better control of their flock.
Yeah, their flock's messing up. I don't understand the referee. How do you have somebody strange going on in this? I wonder if the ref is paid off maybe.
I do not think so. Super kick followed by the DeCapo driver.
Watch this cat move.
Frog splash!
That's it.
The power of Jimmy Shane just keeps going. Much like Backstreet, Shane is back in the fight. He wants to make Matthew Taylor go bye, bye, bye.
Matthew is praying. See, just prayed in the corner. Watch.
Uranagi slam by Jimmy Shane. And Matthew Taylor still powering out. This has been a heck of a contest.
It has been.
Now Jimmy Shane being confronted by Jexy Black yet again. And this referee really does have to control this ring. And that mysterious man missed, went for it. Spear to Matthew Taylor. And Matthew Taylor kicked out yet again. Matthew Taylor may have the numbers advantage, but it doesn't seem that they are all operating on the same page as of yet. And now caught by that man who I still don't know why he's at ringside. And Matthew Taylor just gave Jimmy Shane forgiveness.
He beat him. He beat him fair and square. He beat him.
Guiding light, Matthew Taylor.
Matthew Taylor has talked, but when it came down to it, he was able to get it done in the ring. That makes him a very, very dangerous man.
He is. And look, having a toast right in the ring. Oh man, don't waste that on him.
Insult to injury. I don't know who this Bruiser is, but he makes the Church of the Guiding Light far more dangerous.
Oh, here we go.
And Damian Chamber making the save. Not going to let anybody else get laid out by the Guiding Light tonight. Matthew Taylor may have accidentally brought two of his enemies together. This plan may have backfired in the long run.
I don't know. Look at the big man he's got.
Taylor,
Boy.
you want to come out here and you want to talk about giving love. You want to talk about giving all of these people out here love. The love that you think all of them deserve. You don't know anything. So, I'll tell you what. For all of you people, next month, right here in the VCW ring, how about you and I? How about you and I go one-on-one? I tell you. You want to jump me? You want to jump Jimmy Shane right after? The world only makes sense if you force it to, Matthew. Next month.
Looks like the challenge has been laid out from recruitment to pro wrestling match. Damian Chambers and Matthew Taylor next month here in McMecken, West Virginia.
That's going to be a good match.
From Toledo, Ohio, weighing 285 pounds, the main event monster, Fulton.
possibly the most physically imposing member of the VCW roster, the Mid-Atlantic monster, Madman Fulton.
He is big.
And his reasonings are hard to explain and understand. Fulton debuted the same show, Sweet Victory, as Super Oprah. They both won their debuts, and then Fulton attacked Super Oprah after Oprah's win. It was totally unexpected.
His opponent, from Biloxi, Mississippi, weighing none of your damn business, Miss Spontaneous Boutte, Super Oprah.
Less a person and more an experience. This is Super Oprah. I've got one piece of advice. Don't piss Super Oprah off. Oprah may seem fun and games, and that's certainly true, but Super Oprah can also go in that ring when Oprah needs to.
I bet she can.
Madman Fulton attacking Super Oprah seemingly out of nowhere. I think I think Madman Fulton had some main event envy. Why was Super Oprah in the main event and not the Mid-Atlantic monster?
As he should be. Look at that. That's main event material.
And now he is. I gotta hand it to him. That attack has rocketed Fulton into the main event.
Never question somebody's strategy.
Super Oprah versus Madman Fulton. Not a match I ever would have expected to see. And there's a butt smack. Chocolate Thunder taking first booty blood. Listen, Madman Fulton picked this fight. He better know exactly what he was getting into.
You know you got to be a big guy when you can step over the top rope. Yeah, he asked for this. I'm not sure he's ready for what he's going to get.
I don't think anyone's ready for what they're going to get when he wrestles Super Oprah. How can you possibly be ready?
How do you prepare?
You're not going to win a popularity contest against Oprah. That's the superpower. Oprah is popular.
Yes,
Super
yes.
Oprah is super popular. This is it's math. And I'm not seeing it, Fulton. I'm not seeing it. Oprah is really laying it all on the line to Fulton. I think Fulton may be experiencing some buyer's remorse when it comes to this particular match.
He should be.
Oh boy. All right. The referee is being admonished by Super Oprah, and now it's time to check for foreign objects.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
And thus did the boy become a man.
That ref's never going to be the same again. I'm just glad he had glasses on.
Always wear protective eyewear.
Always.
And finally, this match is under.
I'm sorry, okay? Here, let's go with this, okay?
Come on, baby. Come on. Nobody here wants to see a test of strength.
There seems to be a difference of opinion. Madman Fulton doesn't think anybody wants to see a test of strength, and everybody wants to see a test of strength.
You would think he'd want to see it.
Well, I think he doesn't want to know the answer. I think he's nervous. Madman Fulton's very strong, but so is Super Oprah. Super Oprah's not a pushover. These two are very evenly matched.
We're going to find out here real quick.
There's a lot of ego in professional wrestling, Captain D. And there's a lot of people that don't want to find out that they're not what they think they are.
I just think he'd have a hard time going back to his guys that worked in our time. He got beat by feat of strength. He got beat by Super Oprah.
Super Oprah with the straddle. The mount attempt, trying to go for a pin, and okay.
No.
Super
He's never going to be the same.
Super Oprah is a very difficult opponent to get your hands around, literally and figuratively.
Both. I'd say both.
Madman Fulton go behind. That's the thing, Madman Fulton, very rarely not the dominant force. This is a very different kind of match for Fulton. I have never seen a twerk used as a counter before, but it was effective. Super Oprah getting low.
But you know you want it.
Madman Fulton is astonished. And the boots. Fulton is done playing games.
Didn't see that.
Well, Fulton doesn't like to be confused, and I think Fulton's response went, I'm confused, so now I'm angry.
Just about knocked Super Oprah out of her top.
Fulton just knocked the wig off. You do not do that.
Oh, man.
That is a pretty significant breach of etiquette.
That's like pulling Superman's cape.
This is bad. Whoa! Yeah, I don't know that Fulton is going to live to regret this one. To be out there using the wig for tug of war. That thing is sturdy.
He's not letting go of that thing. Why?
Fulton just got flattened. Super Oprah taking it to the monster. And Super Oprah with a little bit of love. Matthew Taylor might be jealous. Perhaps Matthew Taylor should recruit Super Oprah to give love.
That wouldn't be a bad idea there. Can you imagine Super Oprah as a backup for Matthew Taylor?
Whoa. That is terrifying. That's the stuff of nightmares. Fulton being battered all across the barricade.
Super Oprah doesn't look so big now. Why is that?
I think genuinely the wig is part of the aura. It's
Well,
like
no,
Samson. I think it's like Samson and his hair. When Samson lost his hair, Samson was weaker. Super Oprah loses Oprah's hair. I think it might be the same thing. This could be the key to success. Oh! Oprah just broke some fingers. You get a broken phalange, and you get a broken phalange, and you get a spine adjustment right there on the apron.
You missed my whole point earlier.
What's that?
When I said she doesn't look so big now,
Yeah?
she threw toilet paper out of her bra. That's what I meant. Nothing to do with the wig and Samson and all that.
Yeah, I'm really glad that that's what you decided needed to be. We need to go back to that one. Important.
That was.
Thank you for the analysis. Madman Fulton almost got a win on Oprah.
Because she doesn't have her wig on.
Listen, you can't prove it's not the reason.
That's true.
This has been a very physical match. There is an intensity to Fulton that is unlike any other wrestler. Just took Oprah's head off.
Oh, the camera's got a good shot there.
Absolutely brutal physicality that Fulton brings to every contest. Fulton is the kind of man that walks into a bar and men cower. You know not to mess with this guy from the moment you see him. And people do not step up to Badman Fulton.
If I saw him walk into a bar and I was in there, I wouldn't say anything to that man.
Yo, you know what you'd say? You'd say check.
Check, please.
Check, please. Getting out of here. So all the credit to Super Oprah for taking this match under those circumstances. But Fulton has delivered 2 boots to the face that would knock a hippopotamus unconscious.
And if I was in that bar and had a lot of rum, as Pirates often do, and he walked in, I'd go, I saw you got beat up by Super Oprah.
The ring just moved. You heard that clang. Physically moved.
I think it was the photographer pushing it over there.
No, I'm fairly certain it was the strength of that Irish whip by Fulton to Oprah, as at this point Fulton is systematically dismantling Super Oprah.
Well, we knew it would eventually happen. I mean, look at that physical specimen there.
Fulton is the kryptonite for Super Oprah. That certainly seems to be the case being made here in our main event of Give Me Victory or Give Me Death. No quit in either of these 2 fighters as Super Oprah looking for that victory. Jack the jaw of Fulton.
Oh!
Man, Fulton very specifically wants to be the dominant force in VCW. Went for that boot yet again. This time, missed. Chokeslam!
Well, if he wants to be a dominant force, he better win this match.
You ain't wrong. The stakes are high. Money, pride, and dominance of the territory. As that chocolate thunder just hit. Full strength, full speed into Fulton.
I don't know what just hit, but something hit.
And now Super Oprah with those boots. DDT. And it seems like Oprah may have hurt the leg, trying to wiggle some feeling into it.
I'm not sure what she's doing there. Might have been some kind of mating call. I'm not sure.
Both are down. Both in a prone position. I would say at this point, Fulton in a slightly better position simply because Fulton can't get pinned.
You consider Fulton down?
The ref was counting.
But he was only down on his knees.
The ref was counting. Argue later, get up now. Super Oprah with some jabs. This is by far the most serious we've ever seen. Make use of what you got.
Now we know why she took the toilet paper.
No padding. Just bone and muscle. Straight to the face of Fulton. Death from above! Bruiser,
Fulton just saved himself right there.
Yeah, his life flashed before his eyes. And the very last thought was, I'm gonna die via Super Oprah. I gotta move.
I'm gonna die with Oprah on top of me.
I do not want this to be my obituary. Now, these jabs. That's the thing. It doesn't matter how many times you knock Fulton down. Every time he gets up, he is just as powerful. I mean, this thing. For a guy this big, Fulton is so lean. He's in such great shape. He doesn't tire.
No.
You see people get winded. I think honestly that is the longer this match goes on, the more it favors Fulton because you see
it does.
Yeah, you see Oprah starting to tire and Fulton doesn't. He just keeps going.
Well, Fulton can't get a hold.
And our referee unfortunately taking the brunt of that. Oh! Got the claw grip!
Isn't that a disqualification?
Testicular claw, it should be! Slam from the top by Oprah to Fulton.
These referees at this.
I mean, our poor official has taken a lot of abuse this match. Let's be honest.
His eyesight or his glasses might be a little blurred.
This guy deserves some hazard pay.
See him wipe off his glasses?
Super Oprah looking to end this.
Hope the ring holds up.
This is terrifying. Oh my God! Super Oprah. Wait, what is happening? Wait, what? What are the deplorables doing here?
And who are they on the side of?
Well, they're beating up Super Oprah, and this match has been thrown out. What? I don't get this at all. Like, they don't have enough problems with Beastman and Palace and Mercer. Now they're making more enemies?
Yeah, but what if Fulton becomes part of that group?
And the locker room is emptying, and the deplorables holding court, fighting off. As finally VCW and the locker room has had enough.
But let's see whose side Fulton's on.
And Fulton, I think Fulton just wants to take out everyone. Will the Thrill just went for a long way down. So did Izzy Lambert.
Yes, but he's not going after any of the deplorables. Look at that.
Colton Quinn.
Look at that.
Oh no, El Taino!
Do we see a new member of the deplorables?
I don't know. I don't know if this is actually a membership or this is just a sales pitch. I'm not sure what's going on. But even without Wilbur Whitlock,
he didn't touch any of the deplorables.
He's not sticking around with them either. I don't think Fulton had anything to do with this. Fulton, did you know about this? Madman Fulton just walked by and he is not happy. I think Fulton wanted to win this match. Andrew Palace! Andrew Palace is here! The Spasmanian Devil was put on the shelf. Beastman's in the hospital. Zeke Mercer's in the hospital. But somehow, some way, Andrew Palace is here. It's 3 against 1. Palace, love him to death, but sometimes more guts than brains.
Let's see what the commissioner has to say. I thought they were barred from ringside, so let's see.
I thought so
let's
too.
see what he has to say. This will tell you a lot about the commissioner right now.
Why is Nicholas West just watching this happen? I don't want to see someone else break their arm. They've already done this to Beastman and Zeke Mercer. Where the heck is our authority? Commissioner, please stop this. Wait a second.
Whoa.
He's got a cast on! We thought he was in the hospital, and he was. Beastman, you asked if he was human? The answer's no.
No, he's not.
And Beastman making his way to the ring. cast in hand. He's taking out the deplorables all by himself. These three, they need to be taught a lesson. Injured arm and all, Beastman. A one-man Stone Age wrecking crew. Wincing in obvious pain. How tough is Beastman?
I'm at a loss for words right now. Why did the commissioner of this company just stand there and do nothing?
Maybe he knew what we didn't. Andrew Palace just gave the DDT of all DDTs to the Thunderbird. The pulse of VCW is back. And Ely, oh no. We've still got security on the outside. We've still got members of our roster all trying to recover. Patrick Hayes looks dizzy and dazed as Jake Ely is begging for his life.
Come on, don't give Jake a break.
Now Jake is the size of a giant.
No!
Beastman has made a statement. What is he doing? He took a chair from the audience. He's finding Patrick. Hey, oh, Jesus! Jesus! Oh God! This is a different side of Beastman. This is absolutely vicious.
Oh,
please!
Right in front of us. Right in front of us.
6 months. 6 months. Every show's ended the same way. We're done. Apparently, you can't keep it in a ring. So September, at Civil War, 1 cage, 8 men, 4 games.
Oh, wow. War Games. The Deplorables against Beastman and I assume Palace, and Patrick Hayes literally wearing a chair next to me. I don't even think he's processed what's happened. The Deplorables may finally get their just desserts, but who is going to be the opposing team? We're going to be back in September.
And what is going to happen with Fulton?
Civil War Games.
Hey, tell Wilbur I said hello.
You son of a... You're a time.
Wow, what an incredible show it has been. We'll be back in September for Civil War.
That was great from the first match to the last match. What a show.
This has been Victory Championship Wrestling. Give me victory or give me death. For Captain D, Captain Decapitate, I'm Jason Heat. Thank you so much for joining us.
Arr!
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.